The Redmi Note 9 Pro and the Pro Max are virtually identical, especially in terms of hardware too. The only differences between them right now are the display size, cameras, fast charging and more RAM. Guys, this is Kev, you're watching Noise Tech, and in this video we'll be talking about one big question. Is it really worth buying the Redmi Pro Max over the standard Redmi Note 9 Pro? Redmi Note series have grown in size to a point where the Pro Max is approximately 210 grams and 6.7 inches, which is huge. This is not a one-hand phone, but because of a 20:9 aspect ratio, it makes the phone using a little easier. But yeah, this is not a one-hand phone, of course. The phone is a glass sandwich. Gorilla Glass 5 on the front as well as on the back. You can easily use it in your day-to-day usage, no problems at all. The fingerprint sensor is with the lock button on the right hand side. This is my first phone with a side mounted fingerprint sensor and I really enjoy using it. Using the fingerprint sensor is really easy and it is damn fast. Just a tap and it will unlock. One tap and your phone will easily unlock. This is really good. Now the only problem because of that is the volume buttons. Reaching the volume buttons at the top is a bit difficult, especially when you're using your phone with one hand. And reaching at the top of the display is near impossible if you're using it with one hand. The volume button placements could have been on the left and a little lower, which could have made it a little easier for me to use. You do get a IR blaster on the top, which is again a good sign. Now in the box you get a 33-watt charger with your Pro Max, and you get a regular 18-watt charger with the standard Note 9 Pro. Now that's an upgrade which I was talking about earlier. Now this phone comes with Snapdragon 720G, which is again a gaming processor, and the performance is as expected. Fantastic, no issues at all. It can easily run games at high settings. I've played PUBG on it without having any problems, and the default setting I got with this phone was high, so which I really like on this phone. I've been using this phone since quite some time now, and every day I get performance like it was from day one. So yeah, the performance of this processor is very good. Note 9 Pro starts with 4 gigs of RAM and the Pro Max starts with 6 gigs as default. It starts at 664, then 6128 and 8128. Now the pricing starts at 16,499 up to 19,999, which is 20,000 rupees. Now that one thing that really bugs me is that this display is not an AMOLED panel. It is 60 Hz, so I think Xiaomi could have gone with an AMOLED panel. At least that would have made it a bit competitive compared to the Poco X2 or the Realme 6 Pro. The Realme 6 Pro and Poco X2 give you higher refresh rates. Poco X2 has 120 Hz and the Realme 6 Pro has 90, with almost the same pricing, especially on the Poco X2, which is just 1000 rupees expensive compared to this phone. So if this had an AMOLED panel, it would be easier to recommend this phone. But don't get me wrong, this is not a bad display. This is one of the best IPS displays that you can get on a phone. The display quality is amazing. Brightness levels are really good. The colors are really good, punchy, and the accuracy of this display is really good. This phone has got 4 rear cameras. The main one is a 64 megapixel f1.89 lens, which is really good. Now the other lens is 8 megapixel ultra wide, which has a 119-degree field of view, a 5 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So yeah, the macro sensor gets a bump compared to the other phones. The camera app is loaded. It has many features. By default, this phone takes photos at 16 megapixels. If you want to take photos at 64 megapixels, there's a mode for that too. There's a Pro Color feature within the app where you can easily bump the contrast levels, which can again take some colorful photos. If you do not like the low contrast photos, you can easily use a Pro Color mode to get some great contrasty photos, which is again really good. Macro photos turn out to be amazing as well. The portrait mode on this phone does a really good job too. I really like the photos, they are good high quality photos. And comparing it to other phones at this price bracket, yes, it is amazing. Using the night mode gives you some great advantage over using a normal AI camera. Night mode is again a great feature which can give you some great photos during the night time or very low light as well. This phone has a monstrous 5020 mAh battery plus a 33-watt charger in the box. It charges from 0 to 50% in less than 30 minutes or approximately 30 minutes, which is great. It has all the essential features: the headphone jack, voice over Wi-Fi, voice over LTE, Nav IC, which is again a good feature for GPS navigation. It also has Bluetooth 5. Almost all the essential features are present. And yes, I cannot forget the IR blaster, which I previously talked about. After testing this phone, I can easily say that this phone is way better than the Redmi Note 8 and the Note 8 Pro. Better cameras, better battery life, faster charging, a better display, a better processor, everything is present on this phone. This phone's impact has been softened by its affordable sibling. Yes, the Redmi Note 9 Pro. That starts at about 14,000 rupees. So for people, spending those 2,500 extra on the Pro Max is sometimes not justifiable. So should you buy the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max? I'd say chip in 1000 rupees more and go for the Poco X2. It gives almost the same specifications plus a 120Hz display. This phone is 60Hz, and yes, this is not AMOLED. That is 120Hz IPS, but that is a better option. You also have an option for Realme 6 Pro, which is 90Hz. Now the other problem with that, it is 19,000 rupees, which is a bit on the expensive side compared to this phone. So yeah, the Poco X2 at 17,500 is a better deal compared to the Note 9 Pro Max. But if you're going to buy the standard Redmi Note 9 Pro, which is 14,000 rupees, I think that is a great deal. This is somewhat not a great deal compared to the Poco X2. If you really want to buy the Poco X2 or the Realme 6 Pro, the links will be there in the description below. So guys, if you end up liking this video, do hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, enable notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.